So probably the easiest and lowest tech way to be measuring your sleep is just by keeping a sleep diary. So keeping track of when you're going to bed and when you're waking up. And this is actually a good way to sort of get a sense of how much sleep you need, because you can just be tracking it over periods of time and even making notes of how tired or how alert you feel. And for a lot of people, this is a good way of determining how much sleep do you really need, because that is something that can differ for different people. And then through objective measures, so obviously in research what we use is something called polysomnography, which is where we put a bunch of electrodes on your head, around your face, and on your body, and we're measuring both your brain activity as well as your muscle activity, and that allows us to determine when you're asleep and what stage of sleep you're in. But obviously for just anybody at home, this is not ideal. You look like something out of the Matrix. So what you'll see is you'll see a lot of wearables. So things like Fitbit, wrist-worn wearables like Fitbit or Misfit or an Apple Watch. And then there are also some mattress sensors like Bedit. That's a good one. And these are all sensors that are either measuring your movement to how much you're moving, and based on that, the device will determine whether you're awake or asleep. Or some of the devices are also getting measurements of your heart rate and how much your breathing rate. So a lot of these wearables, they will also try to detect light sleep versus, they'll try to get a sense of what sleep stage you're in. Obviously, they won't be as accurate as if you had the electrodes on your head, like the full kahuna, but they can still get a sense of what stage of sleep you're in. An important caveat to all of these things, though, is that obviously because you're not getting that brain activity, their accuracy isn't quite as good as what they could be. So, and especially I think if this is something that you're putting on your child, or you're under 18 and you're wearing something like this, or if you are in your 70s, 80s, especially the accuracy of these devices does tend to go down. So it's something that if you are using it, it shouldn't be your end-all be-all. Like obviously, I think for us, everybody individually, just sort of having a sense of your own body and sort of how you feel when you wake up is a good sense of how much sleep you're getting, if that's the right amount at the end of the day.